Hello, housemates, and welcome back to Avernum, Escape from the Pit. We are in the midst of exploring lower Bassikavha, or the Bassikavha deeps, I should say. And there's been tons of various lizardy critters to fight. I'm sure there will be many more. We're looking for some triangles and stuff. Hello? Anything interesting on the floor in here? No. What are you? Wow. Before we forget, let's give our level up to Corbin here. And let's do... Okay. Lots of slith spears, scales, but not the kind that you find on lizards. We don't have a key, it's too complicated to pick. Alright. But we don't need it because we can just go right here. Alright, this looks suspicious. Let's get ourselves fighting ready. No? Okay. Never mind then. Interestingly, this altar has an ankh on it. You had thought that this was an exclusively human religious symbol. It would seem humans and Slith Zurikai once had more similarities than you thought. There are 3 triangular pieces of metal sitting on the altar. The metal looks like silver. Alright, take it and probably get attacked. You scoop up and pocket the pieces of metal. You then find that, although the temple is ruined, some of its magical defenses are still quite intact. There is a bright flash of light. Whoa! Slith avatars. Okay. They look pretty cool. They don't look like they'll be too tough to deal with. Apparently you can't hit them, worth a damn. Oh wait, we have another. What? Why did that happen? Well, I must have accidentally pressed the end combat button. That was dumb. Alright. One down. All right, another level up. Good, good. What? Let's see. Strength. We are improving his ability to shoot stuff. Drop anything? They did not. Alright. Only one more way to go here. Oh good, barriers. How much you want to bet that they're too high level for me to dispel? You're a little bit weak there, Infernal Sentinels. Alright, that was pretty painful. Should have gone for the mass heal rather than the mass cure. Do you have... No, you don't. Do you have... Yes. Without return life scrolls and return life, the spell, we'd be really done for in this quest. Just in general. Aha! Only... Yeah, there we go. Decipher. Howl of Terror. Okay, so I don't think we'd learned that one yet. It's a mage spell, so that's good. Okay, so I think we should have enough triangles now to get into the place. And it's really the only place left, so I'm going to assume that we'll get our Stone of Answering, or whatever it was called. On a hunch, you insert your metal pieces in the depression. They stick there, but you don't have enough... What? Guess we need 6. Where do we get the 6th one? Do we have to go all the way back up and talk to some jackass? Do you have a piece? I mean, we know that much. So where have I missed one? Ugh. I have to go like back through everything. They're not just randomly on the ground. They have to be in like a chest or on an altar. I mean, there was another altar that we didn't get any prompting from when we went to it. Let's see if things have respawned yet. Alright, so we need to make sure we walk around and trigger everything. Make sure we haven't missed any pieces. Okay, so I know that there's an altar upstairs. We went in there already and got what was in there. Alright. Let's go back up here. Let's go up here. Alright, nothing there. Ruined camp, Lagare's camp, sealed box. Let's go in here. No. Okay. Any other place we missed? Okay, let's go here. Okay, this is just the way we originally came down. I wonder if opening those 3 doors did anything. No. It was worth a shot. It was sort of a random thought. Okay. Vagare's camp. We can't get there from here. We already found one doodad there. So we found one in this Lethe village, which means that there definitely could be more there. Make sure we didn't, like, miss any encounters or anything around here. Can't go back there. Oh, did we entirely just miss that? Yup. Oh, shit. One Drake down. Nice. Any more? Nope, but we did find the last metal triangle. We just overlooked one secret alcove. We need to get back in our boat. See if it's respawned any bad dudes. Doesn't look like it. All right, come on. On a hunch, you place your 6 triangular pieces into the 6 depressions. There is a dull metallic thud from inside the gate, and the 6 pieces fall out. You collect them. The gate swings open. Alright. This is ominous looking. As you enter this shadowy chamber, a glowing nimbus appears around several of the sarcophagi. Translucent beings rise up through the stone slabs. The air grows icy cold. The vicious beings brandish their spectral weapons and float towards you. Okay, just a bunch of these things. I'm not too worried about it. Ah! Did not... Ah, shit, it's a Hakai. Did not see that at all. God, he's still stunned. Should have been paying more attention there. Alright, let's see. Well, that didn't do much. Okay. They seem to be slightly tougher than the other ones, though. You are not being helpful at all. Right, let's see. Fire didn't do much to them. That did a little something. This is pretty rough. That's more like it. Actually, let's use the big guns. summons are garbage. One down, finally. Let's move you. Start dealing with these demons here. And then... Alright. Summons are such garbage. Alright. That's one thing down at least. Oh, you actually hit him. Oy. Come on. Damn it. Hey. Looks like we resisted the terrifying. That's good. Keep dealing with this shit. I don't know if hasting on top of that actually does something useful. Oh, what the fuck was that? Right, none of us got stunned. That's good. Well, this is quite a nasty fight to spring on us. Stop it. No. You terrified my dude. Asshole. on being useful there, Scaly Imp. Aha! You've been terrified. Ugh. Fucking die, dude. Thank you. Can we get by those things? Apparently the answer is no. So we're gonna have to shoot. Now that was productive. Was unpleasant. Ow. Well, that solves the problem of not being close enough to them. Now I have to see if we can actually beat the Hakai here. Anything interesting you can use? No? Right. Of course, we would have to be able to hit him. That would be extremely helpful. Mauler's ring, that's pretty cool. Do you have anything interesting? Not really. No! You dirtbag. Do you have anything to get rid of that? No, of course you don't. Fuck. Fine. You find a pair of massive steel gates, even larger than the gates to the north. They are covered with etchings of the Slith gods, all in poses of strength and battle, all looking out at you. As you approach, you hear a voice in your mind. It is calm, insistent, and sibilant. A Slith Zurikai voice. Be it known that the servants of Thys and all his progeny are banished from our civilized lands. Spread whatever evil you want, fight whatever senseless wars you want, but do it far from us. Never will any of the dark progeny of Thys return through this portal, until they have at last learned the virtues of patience and peace. Farewell. May the goddesses return to you and restore your wisdom. Then there is silence. The portal to the lands of the Slith Zurikai remains closed, and it may remain so for all time. Well, that's depressing. Oh, come on. At least she resisted the charm. That would have been terrible. Other people are terrified and she just goes around, you know, slaughtering them. You fucking asshole. You're dead. All right. You pry open the sarcophagus looking for treasure. All you find are bones and dust. Yep, that sounds about right. Alright, so let's see. Looks like a bunch of rings were dropped. platinum rings for cash, and the Mauler's ring for armor and melee damage and lethal blow. That's pretty good. So there's a secret passage over here. This passage is filled with heaps of refuse and dozens of slith skeletons. The bodies are slumped against the walls of the passage. All of them were killed by the blows from sharp weapons. There are also huge piles of rusty tools and refuse. It would take a very, very long time to search through it all. Finding one specific item in the pile would take about forever. But we have a chant, right? Come on. We have a chant. There is a large pile of smooth stones here. You perform the chant that Lagare taught you, and sure enough, you are answered by a soft humming noise. You listen carefully and dig into the heap of stones. Before long, you find an oblong piece of granite covered with faint markings. It is humming slightly. Relieved and pleased, you take it. The noise ceases. Huzzah! We got what we came for. Alright, so... Sealed gate. You're just going to say that... No, you're not going to say anything. Alright, so it looks like we're done here. Let's go talk to Lagare and tell him that we're done here. Oh, no. Say that we found the thing. Look, I have the answering stone. Then you should take it up to Sisvos. Oh wait, he doesn't have a lisp. Then you should take it up to Sisvos with all speed. As for me, it will sound strange to you. I am meditating. Down here, alone, I have gained a new, strange clarity of mind. One day, I will return to my people. Not yet. Alright. Whatever, dude. Let's go see if maybe this will help us open that damned sealed box. Otherwise, I don't know what we're supposed to do with that thing, or about that thing. No, don't go that way. Okay. This is weird. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. Ugh. Maybe they'll know something about it here. Alright, let's finally make our way back. Oops. I should have remembered that. I wonder, so there were two spell scrolls in the webs behind that chest we can't open. I wonder wonder if you're supposed to, I don't know, maybe somehow casting the spells that were in there has something to do with it. It's a real stretch, I know, but I just can't figure out what's going on. All right. Doesn't seem to have anything to say. Whatever. I have returned with the stone you seek. The moment you produce the stone, the colony goes mad with joy. The Sliths start to run around, chanting in a frenzy. Sisvas comes and takes the stone and returns to the temple. Thank you, humans, Sisvas says. Perhaps we will learn from this stone how to return to our lost homeland. As a reward, there is a chest in the caves below. Walk to it, bow, and touch your forehead to it. It will open. Inside is a great treasure. Take it, and our gratitude. All right, well, now we know. So they're all going crazy because they're happy. No one seems to give a shit about what's-his-face. Can't I talk to somebody about that? Found. God damn it. Didn't somebody care about Ligare? Apparently not. Whatever. I'm sure that somebody will care. Come on. Gotta be somebody that can tell about Ligare. I thought originally the chief told me about Ligare. All they seem to care about is the stone. Did they set the spiders to guard that? You find the box Sisvas described. You bow and touch your forehead to the box, and it opens. It contains a bow. You can understand why they gave it to you. Sliths don't use bows. Bow of the Deep Woods. Well, it's got a nifty name. So who picked that up? +5 to healing. +10 to mind effect resistance. How much damage does it do? So 66, 178. So it's slightly better. We'll give it to the person. Well, yeah, give it to you. All right, well, I guess we are done here. Let's, no, this way. Let's check our quest and make sure they didn't... Did anyone want to know something about... Nope, no one gives a shit about, what's-his-face, Ligare. Sorry, dude. Oh. So, we've gotten a nice new bow. I'm hoping that plus 5% healing there means to healing received. Otherwise, that's not a particularly useful benefit. But it does a little bit more damage, and it adds to mental resistance, which, as you can see, is a consistent problem. So I will definitely take it. Now we are done here. We can continue our exploration of the Sliplands. The eventual goal of going to this place. Okay. We can probably deal with you now. Hey. Alright, this could be ugly. We know how nasty these things are. So let's... Whoa, we just fucked up that Aranea big time. These are a little bit weaker than the ones we were just dealing with. Oh yeah, this is going to be a piece of cake. So, an Aranea is not the same everywhere, it seems. Just, you know, let's be unnecessarily powerful here. Just wipe them out. The Aranea dead, you examine the bodies. They seem to be a roaming band of brigands that fell afoul of the Aranea. You search their bodies, but most of their valuables have sunk into the mire. You find some coins and a strange stick with runes carved into it. A crystalline wand. Alright. Warning spiders. Alright, here's a boat. Our boat. Get in. So what's this again? Oh, that's right. So Foul Cavern, Slith Cavern. There's something in that Slith Cavern apparently. Great Portage. No. Okay, there's something up here we could go explore. Alright, definitely a Slith place. There is a small Slith village here. About a dozen of the reptile people survive out here on cavefish and scrawny lizards. They're poor and scrawny, but they're well armed. They haven't noticed you, and you can approach them in a violent or non-violent manner. Non-violent. Surprisingly, the Sliths don't attack when they see you. They must be part of a faction that's friendly to humans. Unfortunately, they don't speak any language you understand. However, when they start to pull out their goods, you can understand what they want. You can trade with them, if you like. Ooh, a wisdom crystal. I will take that. The rest of it is not that useful to me, so later. Alright. You are a little ways to 25. You are the same way. You're a little bit farther. You're a little bit farther. So one of you two gets the crystal. You have an inventory slot open, so arbitrarily it is you. We can't read that out here, or use that out here, I should say. So we have to wait until we're in a town sort of setting. No. This boat's pathfinding is not very good. Waterfall Warren. I think this is where the Orb of Florani is. The river here flows to the west, and the speed is slowly but noticeably increasing. You hear a roaring sound. It's getting much louder. There are powerful rapids ahead. The Waterfall Warren, discovered by the first great expedition of the Empire, whom we know had that orb. Let's see what we can find in here. can't go up that way. Let's just see if there's any encounters hidden on here. No. Okay, we can't go up that way. Our only options are to go down. So let's start from the farthest. Over here we can manage. Alright, well there is some stuff here. There's a secret passage at least. Get out. Walk. Hello. Why won't you walk? So my mouse stopped working. Can we not walk? Oh, that was weird. A desperate message has been carved into the wall here. Most of it has been obscured by the ceaseless dripping of water, but some words remain. Split up in the rapids. Florani's group followed the crystals. We went down the middle. Went down the huge falls, and Florani and his men spirits help us. Damn orb will save them, and we... So followed the crystals. That means we want to also follow the crystals because we're looking for the orb of Florani. It's a really hard word to say. Hard name to say. Anything on this island here? Four Crystal Island, glorious first expedition of the Empire. Okay. What? I didn't even see them there. Okay, this could get ugly. Let's try and put ourselves in a position. Oops. No, stop pressing that button. Nice, one down. Let's just do. That was dumb. I just pressed the revive spell. Okay, these guys don't seem too bad. This is what I meant to do last time. All right. Blessed breastplate. Who picked that up? Oh, so this is like a super item. It's got its little green sparklies going. Okay, what do you've got radiant, no. So take this Mauler's ring and give it to him. Right. You still can't use that at the moment. This, that's all right. It's not great. This, also all right, but not great. Okay. Blessed breastplate, +6 chance to evade. It's 34% armor. What do you have on now? 34% armor. Alright, so you got a sparkly breastplate. You have on a steel breastplate. Well, let's give you a blessed one. Radiant, energy resistance, chance to evade. +1 to tool use isn't that worth it. Okay. Basalt band. Nah. Have any other fancy things lying around? You're not even wearing pants. How long have you not been wearing pants? Like the whole game here. Here, wear some pants. Okay, looks like we are equipped as best we can be at this point. Okay, we're still trying to follow crystals. I guess we'll go down here. Ugh. Okay, so we need to actually probably get down into there somehow. So we're gonna have to do that all over again at some point. This is gonna be a nasty little group to deal with. Do I want to do it? Let's see what's here first. Something. What's this? There is a large stone crypt door in the wall here. The image of a mighty, spear-bearing Lethe has been carved into it. You think you might be able to get the door open. You open the door and find, unsurprisingly, that this is a crypt of two important dead Sliths. A mated pair of Sliths lie inside the crypt on matched biers. The male has nothing but burial wrappings. The female, on the other hand, is wearing an intricately carved breastplate. It is carved from the chitin of some big underworld bug. Take it. You leave the crypt, pleased with your new item. Then the crypt curse starts to affect you. You feel slow and confused. Then, to add insult to injury, a glowing Lethe walks out of the tomb behind you. It's very large and very angry. This is nothing new. We've fought a bunch of you recently. Is that curse an actual thing that we have to worry about? Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Nice missing there, kiddo. Searing crawler. Oh, good. Lightning. How did I hit all of you last time? There we go. Well, that wasn't so bad. So am I actually cursed? Is that a thing that happened? I don't know, man. Let's see, crystal woven chitin. 12% plus 4 to evade attacks, plus 1 to resistance. It's not great. You're wearing better already. Why don't you take it? And you're wearing... yeah, that's good. Okay. So we've made our way out into a big area here. That's a big old Slith fortress. You are near a small island dominated by a massive spire of black stone. Gates are set into the sides of the spire, and Slith warriors walk in and out. A dock emerges from the south side. This must be the core of the Slith lands, the center of the vicious Slith army that has terrorized much of Avernum. If you are to enter there and emerge alive, you will have to be very, very careful. We are not doing that right now. I want to check up on other stuff. There's a small village here full of barbarian Slith Zurkai. It's small but heavily defended. They easily saw you as you approached. When you get close, the village's defenders walk out to face you. Each holds one of the traditional Slith two-tined spears. They don't seem like they want to fight you, but they're ready to defend themselves. Let's piss off. I don't want to deal with them right now. Probably get more of the same right there. Some tunnels and stuff around here. Another Slith crypt. Inside on a bare bier you find the mummified body of a gigantic Slith. The food offerings have long ago rotted away, and the giant two-pronged spear the body holds is rusted. However, the silver ring on the Slith's finger is still beautiful and shiny. Let's get cursed some more. Warmth ring. That doesn't look like it's worth it. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. Burn the worms. Nice try. Okay, warmth ring is pretty garbage, isn't it? Who actually picked up this warmth ring? Platinum warmth ring. Yep. Whatever. Shielding potion. I'm not going to bother these guys. Excuse me. These guys. Okay. Great portage. So... did I go in here? Don't think I did. The scree pits. Small tunnel leading into the cave wall. You listen, smell, stare really hard, using all of your adventurer's tricks to find out what's inside. You detect no clues. The cave is filled with filth and rubbish of all sorts. The only thing of interest is a polished hardwood bow, thickly crusted with rust and slime. Amazingly, despite the years of neglect, it might be usable again with a good cleaning. As you leave the Scree Cave, its owner returns, its retinue in tow. It seems pleased to see you, but not in a way you like. I got a bow of storms, and we can avoid fighting entirely. See, I see an eye beast in there, so let's avoid it. What? Oh, I pressed the wrong fucking button. God damn it. Go straight for this motherfucker. Oh, you suck. I don't think we're totally screwed. Ogre Taskmaster. Okay. Let's give this a shot. It only worked on one. Ow. Get that lightning off before it kills the dude. So I'm pretty sure that would have died otherwise. Go ahead and use that so I don't forget. Definitely need some healing. Don't think you can slow it down if it's terrified. Fuck. Oh. Okay. Didn't want to do that combat, but I managed to succeed. Where's this Bow of Storms? Bow of Storms. It inflicts a lightning debuff, which is pretty gross. Doesn't do a great deal of damage. Let's give it a shot. Okay. I want to get... Alright, so I'm going to have to go to the... back to the portage. Go. Hey. Come on. Stop trying to beat yourself. Okay, see, that portage is pretty handy. I'm sure it's mostly there to make it easier to explore these waterfall warrens. I wonder how you get up there. I have to go all the way up that way. Alright, so we want to, this time, no. Go down the center here. Okay. Get out. Get out of the boat. Alright, I think we've found stagnant tunnels. So we're going to end the episode here. I think this is where we're going to find the Orb of Florani, one of the great artifacts of the first expedition, so that's exciting. Don't know anything about this dungeon, like I said, because this is blind to me. I have used the Orb of Florani in Exile and Avernum 3, where it's quite useful. And of course, it links it back to that first expedition whom you play in the earlier games, and they like to do that. They like to remind you of the great things that your party did in the previous games and have this thread of continuity through the whole thing, which is really cool. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you want to see more, if you want to see us gather these new artifacts, then please consider subscribing to the channel. If you don't want to do any of those things, then, well, I don't care what you do.